Hello, 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 and welcome back to the What We Said podcast, everybody. Happy Friday.
End of November. December's right upon us.
It's coming. You can't stop it. It's going to be here. This year's flown by, and I'm so excited for the holidays. I'm ready. I'm locked in. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving with the fam.
Alone.
Or alone. Or with friends. We'll be with friends.
Yeah.
But you know, those are your chosen family.
So true.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I still love my family as well, but I'm like, I've chosen new family. I hope the flights weren't too bad. As we record this before it happens.
Yeah.
We're going to do advice today. We're going to get into it.
We both have our glasses on, ready
Classes in session.
classes in session. We're ready. I was saying that this outfit is fulfilling my rich mom fantasy.
It's giving.
It's
giving everything.
Thank you. Chelsea did pick it out.
Like, it's your best outfit yet.
Literally. No, Chelsea helped me style this and I love it. And I was just, you know what I was thinking? And I made a video, a TikTok about this. Maybe I posted it. Maybe I didn't. Who knows? Because I have a mental block with TikTok where I film so many random videos and I just don't post any of them. I don't know what is wrong with me.
If you don't post it immediately, like the thing is, if I don't post it immediately after I record it, it's not going up.
It's true. That's what it is. But anyway, these silk pants that I'm wearing, I got at an estate sale 6 months ago. Yeah.
Oh.
And I think they're from the 80s or 90s. It makes more sense that they'd be from the 90s now that I'm saying it. But I was thinking the reason that I'm feeling so rich mom, elegant, luxurious is probably because I'm channeling this iconic woman. That when I put these pants on and then I, got the rest of my outfit on, her energy is living through me. And that's why I'm feeling genuinely, I can't explain it. When I put this outfit on, I was like, I feel rich. And I think it's because that woman was rich.
And let's not get into styling again.
No,
but that is the power of having a good outfit. And this morning I changed 5,000 times because I was not feeling like a rich, cool person at all. I was feeling like an ugly loser. So I had to change. And I'm glad I did because I wore this. Thank you. I also am channeling a rich woman estate sale because this is her Versace top.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And so I feel the same exact way.
Not the spirit of these rich women in our podcast studio today, living through us
they had
vicariously.
good lives.
Yeah, so that's who's giving you advice today, in case you were curious.
Your rich mom.
Your rich moms. So this also, what this outfit, who it reminds me of?
Who?
Larissa Mills.
Yes.
And that's why I'm also feeling rich, because she's a rich mom.
Yeah. I actually, as I was saying, though, as you put those glasses on, I almost was like, that's giving Larissa. Mm-hmm. But, didn't want to be it's looking like you, not someone else. But
yeah, awesome.
It is giving.
Thank you. So this is my process is I put an outfit on and then I crash out about the shoes, mostly is what I usually have an issue with. And then I FaceTime Chelsea and then I say these shoes and then the whole outfit ends up shifting.
Yeah.
But not too much from the original point I was at. It was just the, a few little details and we got it. So anyway, hope you guys are having a wonderful holiday season. This time of year can be so fun and so magical, and it can also be very
draining.
Yeah, and I don't even want to go into bad vibes because I'm having a great time to be honest with you.
And draining.
No, but I just mean I feel like this is the time of year when you can feel lonely or isolated, especially if you don't have a typical, I don't know, family structure, or I feel like it's a time when comparison can creep in a lot.
Oh,
I think.
yeah.
So if you're feeling that way, just know that you're not alone. And again, just be with us in this moment with your rich moms. We're your mommies now, and everything's going to be okay, sweetie.
Mama's got you. I feel like when the holidays come around, I get so excited and I love it so much, but also I have this homesick feeling.
Nostalgic dread.
Yes, a nostalgic homesick feeling that I've felt every Christmas since I can remember. It's never I'm homesick for my childhood home. I'm homesick whatever. I miss everything, even what I'm with. Even who I'm with
what you're
and what I'm currently doing, I miss it already. It's the weirdest. I don't know how to explain it. If it is nostalgia, but it's like I've always felt this way around the Christmas. It's like this. I'm like this eerie feeling. It's
Spooky season.
It's what makes the magical holiday moments so magical. But there's also this like weird feeling of just like.
Have you seen
nostalgia? I don't know.
I was listening to Bad Broadcast, and in her episode a few weeks ago, she was talking about how she's like these TikToks where it'll be like this nostalgic Christmas sound with like these
makes me sick.
Yeah. She's like, I feel dread like I'm listening to my parents yell at each other in the kitchen and my dad left me or something. She's like, that never even happened. She's like, but I'm feeling this sense of like almost like something you've seen in a movie or something. I don't know. It was making me laugh.
Yeah, it's just it's weird. It's like
nostalgia. Mm-hmm. Nostalgia is such an interesting feeling. I've only felt it twice, but no, I'm kidding. I actually have been feeling it more, I think, in the last few years.
The way kids make you feel nostalgic, even when they're babies, it's like this is going to sound crazy. It's like I'm connected to my past self and my future self. And so my past self is enjoying this moment. And then my future self is like mourning that this moment is going to be gone, but I'm in the moment.
Right.
It's so weird. I don't know how to explain it, but
I feel
anyways,
that.
happy holidays. Ho, ho, ho. Lots of cheer.
I think we should get into this advice.
Yeah, let's do it.
Because, we really want to dive into each of these situations and give you our all.
Okay, I'll go first.
It's my time to check if we're recording like I do every week, a few minutes in, and don't worry, we are. So we're good. I'm ready.
Hey, ladies, been listening since the OG health and wellness days. Oh boy, have we
come
fallen
so far
from grace? So apologies in advance because this may be a little long, but I want to make sure I get all the important details. I haven't wanted to bring this up. By the way, can't see in these glasses, so that I'm wearing.
Yeah,
I haven't wanted to bring this up to any friends or family for fear of wrong advice, so I'll leave my decision making in y'all's hands. No pressure. I'm getting married in 3 months to a man I've been with for 8 years. I was 18 when we started dating. We've lived together for 7 of those years. He truly is my favorite person. I'm so blessed to have him, yada, yada, yada. So here's where it gets a little messy. We had a friend, let's call him Leroy. Okay.
Wow, very niche.
I'm putting my glasses up. I knew Leroy in high school and we ended up having sex as friends at 16, 17. There was never any romantic feelings from either of us and we stayed friends after. So fast forward a few years, we had a few mutual friends and worked the same job. Leroy started hanging out with my boyfriend. I never thought anything bad about it because it just wasn't like that. Keep in mind, I also never mentioned it to my boyfriend because it was a long time ago. We weren't together when me and Leroy hooked up. So our tiny loft apartment became the hangout spot for all our early 20s friends. None of us went to college, so we all worked and had fun. I would cook for everyone. We would watch movies, smoke, etc. You get the picture. So Leroy was someone who was always around. I should also mention it was never awkward between us because, again, we were both on the same page. He would be over every day after work, not joking, just to hang out. Both me and my fiance enjoy having company and hosting, so this was normal for all of our friends. After a few years of consistently hanging out and growing up together, Leroy started acting weird. He was dodging my boyfriend's calls, wouldn't look at me, and stopped coming around. This went on for a few weeks before one night I was getting off work late as a bartender and he was waiting outside my job for me. He asked to talk to me and I said yes because, well, frankly, I thought he was being a jerk and wanted a few answers. He started saying how he's been distant because he's in love with me.
Oh.
This whole time and can't stand to not be with me anymore. I was so confused. My head was spinning. Like, sir, what do you mean? Turns out he hung around to try and win me over and said he's been in love with me since he first saw me in high school. Good Lord. This man brought multiple dates over to our house and I even swiped on his Tinder since I never experienced the app before. LOL. What? Oh, like she went on his Tinder.
Yeah.
Like it never felt like he was trying to make any moves on me either. Anyways, I explained I was happy with my boyfriend and he would just have to get over it. He ended up ghosting me and my boyfriend would always... he ended up ghosting us, and my boyfriend would always ask me what I thought happened or if he thought Leroy was mad about something. For some reason, I could never tell him what happened because I felt so bad. This was so long ago, but for some reason, not telling him has made me feel so guilty. Since we've been engaged, his name got brought up for guest list purposes, and my fiance wants to invite him. I said no, and I could not give him my reason. This made him feel really confused. I basically just changed the subject, and he hasn't asked again since. Okay. Is that Leroy?
My heart just dropped.
Same.
A scream?
You probably can't hear in the mics, but There was a man
Leroy's
screaming.
outside. Let's just put it that way.
There was just a man screaming, yelling.
Yeah.
And it sounded like they were coming in this room.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. My question is, do I tell my fiance what happened or should it stay in the past? I'm not sure what would hurt him more, and I really don't want to start a marriage off like that. Any advice would help. Thanks, girls.
Well, my first, okay, I guess it's layered because my first instinct was like, I feel like it's not your fault that he's in love with you and that he said that. Like, that's not, I don't think that would be a bad thing to tell your fiance. I feel like I would tell Leif that immediately.
Yeah.
Like, if someone
Was in
came
love
to
with
me, he
Like,
needs
hey,
to
you
know.
got competition.
Yeah, you got competition,
Step it up.
You need to, but really, I think that part of it, I feel like you should be open about because it's almost making it weird that you're not.
I was going to say now if you bring it, I understand the hesitation now because you bringing it up years
Opens a can of
later
worms.
is like, imagine if it was the opposite way and your husband was like, oh, I don't want to invite her because years ago she brought up that she had feelings for me. Like, I don't have feelings for her. Like, you'd be like, wait, why didn't you just tell me
that? Well,
when
wait,
it happened?
that didn't happen years ago. The feelings
years.
thing?
Yeah, years ago. She said
Wait,
it's been years.
No, it's been years since they hooked up.
Well, that and
I feel like this was kind of more recent that it happened. That's what I got from it.
okay, for some reason I could never tell him what happened because I felt so bad. This was so long ago, but for some reason not telling us made me feel so guilty. Since we've been engaged, that was when they were boyfriend and girlfriend. Now they're engaged, so I feel like it was a while ago.
Well, I'm
not
off
years
on the timeline, but I thought she was just saying what was so long ago was them hooking up.
Oh.
Okay, I don't think that you're required.
Oh, I forgot they hooked up.
That's
okay.
I don't think you're required to tell him that you hooked up when you're 16 with someone. Like, speaking personally, candidly, I probably would just because like I have a very guilty conscience even over things I shouldn't feel guilty for. So I feel like I probably would. But the fact that it was years and you didn't is like fine to me. Like that is literally none of his business really.
Yeah.
Because you were 16 years old and it was years before you even knew him or like dated him. So it's really not relevant. When it becomes a little relevant is like when he starts hanging out with you all the time. I feel like at that, which again, too late. It's too late for that. But hindsight, I feel like it would have been good once you started hanging out with him more to tell your boyfriend, like, just so you know, like we literally I have no feelings for him whatsoever, but I did hook up with him when I was like, a teenager.
Yeah.
Just to get it out in the open. The fact that you didn't do that, okay, let's move past that. And now let's move on to
now it's gone. It's too far gone.
I feel like if you're feeling guilty, you should tell your fiance. Because that isn't a good way to enter a marriage. To like, not that you're even doing anything inherently wrong. Because again, he's the one who came to you and said,
you didn't do anything wrong.
You didn't do anything wrong. You're just gorgeous, stunning, and amazing, and everyone's in love with you.
Yeah, you can't help it.
But I think that being honest would be good. And you could even double down on your honesty and be like, I feel guilty or weird that I haven't told you because there really is nothing at all.
Yeah, just be so honest.
It was just, there's nothing at all between us. And I have no feelings for him whatsoever. But now I feel this weird guilt because like I should have just told you immediately and I didn't. And so now it feels weird, but I want to be honest because I don't want to go into our marriage with like this weird thing that I just haven't said. And then you want to invite him to the wedding and I'm not like being fully transparent. Just doesn't feel right.
Yeah, like he's the one who made things weird. You didn't do anything, not your fiance, Leroy.
Right.
Leroy is the one who made things weird where it's like, okay, we're hanging out and I thought we were just friends and then he brought this up and then I felt weird about it. I don't know why I feel guilty. I think also women tend to feel guilty because the feeling of, oh, did I do something to lead him on? Like, was I flirting with him or did I say something? And now it's my fault because it must have been my fault that he's in love with me, basically. Like I did something to open up. So that's probably why you feel a little bad even bringing it up because even though you probably did nothing wrong, like most likely you did nothing to bring that on, you probably feel subconsciously a bit of guilt that you are the reason that he even thought that he could tell you his feelings. That's not true. But that's just, I think as women, something that we internalize and feel. For whatever reason, the patriarchy. But, that's just how we tend to cope. So I understand your feelings of hesitancy. I think at this point you just have to
Rip the Band-Aid
what's
off.
the saying? The truth hurts once, lies hurt a million times, as Khloe Kardashian says. So just it might be a little rough for a little bit, even if I could see if like that was the opposite, me being like, oh, okay, that's fine. But maybe that's because we're girls. We're like detective mode. It's like, wait, why didn't you tell me? Why didn't this come up immediately? But just give him time to be like, I'll ask me anything. I just feel weird about it. And I'm sorry I didn't bring it up. And then it kept going on and I didn't tell you. And then I felt weirder about it. And now it's just this thing that's bubbling up. And I just want to be honest with you, like you were saying. So
I feel like if you're fully transparent, you have all your walls down, like you said, like ask me anything. I literally have nothing to hide whatsoever. There's like nothing between us. It's just, this is the situation. I feel like if you guys have a healthy relationship, it will be fine. I don't think it'll be like a huge blow up thing. And if it is, that's kind of something to look into too, because again, you didn't really, it's kind of like
you can
dishonesty by omission. You didn't really lie about anything. You just like haven't, been forthcoming about something that again wasn't really, you didn't do. If you were the one who was going to Leroy and saying, I have feelings for you. Then that would be concerning and you would have something, that.
You can't even be honest if that is how you, I guess I'm just literally making up this is how you feel, but you can't be honest too and be like, maybe I feel weird about bringing it up because I feel maybe like, was I flirting with him when he would come over to our house? Like, was I giving him the wrong idea? So maybe I feel bad in that way, but that's not like, you would just be fully honest about everything you're feeling. Like, I feel weird about all of these things, but I just want you to know.
Yeah.
Moving forward. Let's not bring him to the wedding, please.
Okay. Girls, I can't even tell you how much I love you both. I'm a longtime listener and have loved growing up into two different phases of my life with you as my BFFs.
Aww.
On to my dilemma. My husband and I are expecting our first baby, and his family is very Mormon. He has a big extended family, and they're all close and do big weekly Sunday dinners and all these things. And we attend dinner often, but we skip the baby blessings, baptisms, etc. since we are not practicing members and I have no interest in the church. I was actually raised Baptist, but I know all there is to know about the LDS religion and was baptized at 12 years old to fit in better with our community at school because of the way everyone is in our small town.
She was baptized Mormon?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She said, think Utah, but in Arizona.
Okay.
So she was baptized. She grew up Baptist. Then she baptized LDS at 12.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting. We're obviously not practicing members and they've never made me feel bad about it. But now that we've been married for 2 years, there's a lot of side comments all the time. Things like, you'll come back one day. You'd be so good at helping with young women since you're a teacher and an amazing party coordinator. And now grandma pushing us toward blessing our baby. We're having our first child in January, and I made it clear with my husband long before engagement or marriage that I would not be raising children in the Mormon church. And that included not blessing my babies, having them choose baptism at the ripe age of 8, or attending that church with them. I'm Christian and I have strong faith and conviction in my beliefs and the Bible, but not the Mormon church. My husband chooses to believe pieces of things and interpret them how he wants to, but he's respectful of my religious feelings. What I need advice on is how to handle the family. The comments about, you guys have to bless your baby, is really bothering me, but I didn't talk about it with my husband after we left dinner on Sunday. I know he knows my feelings and thoughts, but I also know he would give in and say the blessing can't hurt them, and he doesn't want to upset his family. I'm strongly against it though. I don't want to start giving into it with the way we raise our family. When the comment was made to us, I did not respond, and my husband immediately changed the subject, almost as if he didn't hear the comment. Do I keep going as we are and brush it off and ignore it? And know I'm still making the decisions for our family in our home alongside my husband? Do we need to tell his family how we feel about it and hope we don't ruffle feathers? I could talk to his mom, but I know she'll defend the church and try to give me her interpretations and just say, take what you want and leave the rest. I'm not really sure how to establish the boundaries without offending anyone, but I'm also so tired of the little digs that are happening much more frequently.
Okay, wow. My first thought is very similar to the advice from last time in terms of get it over once and then it will be so much easier from that point on. Like, there comes a point where the ignoring can't really happen anymore. And it's like, okay, now it's to an awkward point where we almost need to like say something. So I think you being the mother of the child, you have every right to be like telling your in-laws, hey, by the way, we decided this a long time ago. We're not raising them in the Mormon church. We're not going to be blessing them. We're not going to be baptizing them. I know you guys feel differently. And if you have something you want to say, you can say it, but it doesn't mean we're going to listen to you and it doesn't mean we're going to change our minds. So like, if that's like coming from a respectful part of like, this is our opinion. We are like your family and we're here. And like, if you have things you're going to say, I can't stop you from saying them, but just know we will not be listening to them. Just
Yeah.
kind of laying it out. And they will probably have a moment of defending, like you were saying, like their side. Let them say it. And then, but now they know where you stand. So it's like, okay, I appreciate you saying that. I hear where you're coming from. This is still my stance. And so now we know where we each other at. Let's just not revisit it, because now I've asked you to kind of respect my boundary now that we've talked about it.
Yeah. The raising of your own children is just simply not up to anyone else. I'm sorry. It doesn't matter their opinions. It's not their business. It's not their place. And like, to me, yeah, I agree. It's like, I wouldn't even go so far as to be like, oh, if you're going to say it, that's fine. Like, I would literally just be like, those comments are like not welcome. Like, I don't want to hear that, to be frank. Like, I guess like, you have your own autonomy. So if you're going to say that, that's fine. But also just know that I find it disrespectful. So I'm not going to like to be around if those comments are constantly being made, like transparently. I'm not going to want to like be hanging out all the time and like have my kids around you all the time, because like I find it disrespectful. So not to say like they have to say exactly what you want them to say, but like that is a boundary where it's like, don't encroach on the religion of my child's upbringing. That is just a firm thing. It's not even like an opinion. Like, you should put them in tennis lessons. It's like, baptize them. Like, I feel like it's just too intense to like, for me to ignore. I don't know. I don't get comments like this. So like, I guess I don't have like the actual experience. And it's not to say I would like go ham and be like so crazy and firm with them. But I do feel like, just being like, this is our life and our decisions, and like we're going to be doing what we're going to be doing. So kind of like, I don't know, maybe that sounds rude to be like your opinion on the matter, like simply it's not part of the equation. Like, I don't know if that's rude, but that's kind of what I would say.
That's good. And I was kind of trying to say, like, I know you have your opinion, and like she was saying, like, I know what her mother-in-law is going to say, like defend the church. It's like, I know your side, and like I know you're going to say what you're going to say anyways. You have your opinions about it, so just know that it's not going to change. Like, you can
what
say
we do,
but it's not going to change, and it's not a part of like, this is not a team effort.
It's not a group decision.
Yeah, like you can have your opinions about it, and I know you do. Like, I feel like sometimes if you just acknowledge that people have their own opinions, then they feel like, okay, now I can acknowledge yours. And again, that's not necessarily great, but that's just human nature. It's like, if you take your walls down, it's like, listen, I know you feel differently than me. Like, I know you believe in this, and I know you feel this way. That is not how I feel. I acknowledge that you feel differently. I know you don't agree with me, but it's not like
changing my
exactly. It's not going to change what I'm going to do.
Yeah, no,
so
I agree with that.
We can kind of move on, and you know that like I've heard you, and I know that you've heard me now.
Yeah.
So now we can kind of respect each other and move on, instead of be like, okay, I hope the other person knows, and like I hope they kind of respect what I think. But
I think the reason this specific like religion conversation is always triggering to me is because to me it's always like in my personal life and my experience, it's always this way and never the reverse. And so that it feels so unbalanced and it bothers me. I feel like when people encroach and are like, you should do this in a religious way, but it's like, I would never in a million years come to them and be like, you shouldn't be in the church. You shouldn't do this. I don't agree with that. That's dumb. Like, I would not go to you in your life and like tell you to do something based on my belief system, because I understand we are operating from different belief systems, but I feel like that respect doesn't always go both ways. And that's what feels unbalanced and bothers me, is because it's like I always say this, it's like, you know, because people, that's like something that people will say is like, oh, there's, you know, disrespect on both sides, where it's like, and I can agree with that. Like, you know, people who are super religious and people who are not, it's like they can't always respect each other, you know? And there's like a lot of discourse and a lot of like just division. And that does make me sad, because like at the end of the day, we're all people. But something that is like a huge, that's hard for me is that unbalanced nature, where it's like, even if there are times when I'm maybe feeling judgmental of like people who are religious in my life, where I'm like, oh, you know, if I wish they would act differently or something like that, the difference is like, I don't think that they're going to hell or a bad person. And I think like the beliefs that we grew up in the opposite way, they do. So even if they're nice, and even if they're like being like oh, well, you should really baptize your kid. Like, oh, I don't know. It's like they're coming from a place of, well, one, fear, obviously, for you, and they care about you.
They're actually coming from a place of sheer terror.
Yeah, I guess fear, but also it feels like it's like your religion literally tells you that you should not like heed any of my advice ever. Like you shouldn't be taking advice from non-believers. That's like literally something the prophet very recently said. And that basically like I'm incorrect and I will not be going to heaven with my family forever. That's what you believe.
Yeah.
So to me, that's very different. It's like if I'm feeling judgmental of you, it's like only because like, oh yeah, we're operating from two different belief systems, like whatever. But it's like, I don't think you're bad. I don't think you're like going to hell. I'm not like, I guess it is more fear than like judgment. But that's why this conversation always triggers me, is because I'm like, don't come and tell me how to live my life when I would never do that to you.
Yeah.
And it does seem to have so much more like judgment attached, where it's like, this is going to happen to you if you don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what always gets me like heated in these conversations. I'm like, let's not go there.
Yeah. Like the importance of it is more drastic and life altering.
As a Kendra Scott partner, we are sharing with you how we make this holiday season special. You guys, I'm decked out in Kendra Scott jewelry at the moment. I have this really fun gold chunky necklace. It's like it's just like a layered necklace. And it's so fun for the holidays. I feel like it's fun for just like a moment. I've been thinking a lot about wearing my clothes versus styling them. And I feel like it just makes such a massive difference to accessorize. It'll take my outfit from just being very whatever to like, oh, this is like so stylized and just such a vibe. So I have these really cute, like multicolored huggy hoops that I'm obsessed with. I'm going to be wearing them a ton. And then this fun gold layered necklace, also a little like multicolored bracelet that's super cute. Jewelry is such a good gift for others, for yourself. I love high quality jewelry that lasts. I just feel like I really never regret buying jewelry. Kendra Scott is your destination for holiday gifting with presents for everyone on your list. For over 20 years, Kendra Scott has been making beautiful accents for your everyday and giving back as they've grown, with a focus on women and youth causes, which we absolutely love as well.
The Kendra Scott holiday collection is full of beautiful pieces across fashion, demi-fine, and fine jewelry that are ready to shop. And you can also design your very own custom jewelry piece through their color bar, both in-store and online, which is a great way to go for gifting. It always makes it a little bit more sentimental and thoughtful to make custom jewelry for somebody. I know I love a custom piece. You make the season special. So visit kendrascott.com/gifts and use code WWS20 at checkout for 20% off one full price jewelry item. Exclusions apply. Expires December 31st, 2025. That's kendrascott.com/gifts, code WWS20. Visit kendrascott.com/gifts to start shopping.
This one's for our girlies, and I'm so excited about this new sponsor, Tia. If you have been looking to book an appointment for primary care, gynecology, hormones, skincare, fertility support, you can do so with Tia. Tia has clinics in Los Angeles, San Francisco, New York City, Scottsdale. So you can book an appointment to see a provider virtually or in person, and you can get appointment availability in days, not months, which is so, so nice. I feel like that's one of the most annoying and daunting parts about trying to make an appointment somewhere, is that you have a symptom or you want to get something checked out and they're like, oh yeah, we can see you in 3 months. And by that time, maybe something is faded. You're like, now I don't even want the appointment. It's nice to get in quickly. Tia offers care that is comprehensive, whole body, and evidence-based, and they believe in long-term solutions, not short-term band-aids. Tia is available virtually all across Arizona, California, New York, New Jersey, Massachusetts, and Connecticut.
Tia providers are trained specifically in women's health and are here to listen to your needs. Crafting a personalized care plan to address your concerns can be so confusing if you're feeling like something's off, specifically with your body or your cycle, and you feel like it has to do with postpartum or something going on with your sexual health or your hormones. It can be very confusing and honestly very overwhelming to try and find answers. So it's great to have that comprehensive whole body care. There's no membership fee required. Tia takes most PPO insurance plans, so you can use that to pay for your care and services, which is amazing to be able to get that kind of support. Book an appointment today at bit.ly patreon.com/asktia-WWS. It'll be linked in the show notes for you guys. When I got my blood tested earlier this year, I realized that a couple of the nutrients that are pretty important I was deficient in. And that is when I upped my supplement game and I really started to pay attention to my diet and my supplements and my vitamins and all the things that you don't really think about, but are extremely important for your body and the way that you function throughout your day. So that's why I love Groons. I was so excited when I found Groons. I saw a couple of my friends recommending them and then I tried them and I haven't gone back. Groons are a convenient, comprehensive formula packed into a snack pack a day. This isn't a multivitamin, a greens gummy, or a prebiotic. It's all of those things and then some at a fraction of the price. And plus, it tastes great and it's fun to eat. It's like eating a little fruit snack, which is just a fun way to get all your vitamins and minerals in for the day. Generic multivitamins only contain around 7 to 9 vitamins, but Groons have 20 plus vitamins and minerals and 60 ingredients, which include nutrient-dense and whole foods. It's also nut-free, gluten-free, dairy-free, and contains no artificial colors or flavors. So there is a low sugar option or a sugar-free option. I go with the sugar-free option. And it also includes 6 grams of prebiotic fiber, which is 3 times the amount of dietary fiber compared to the leading greens powders and more than 2 cups of broccoli. And let me tell you, that was the thing that I noticed the most once I started taking Groons every day was I became a lot more regular. And I noticed the fiber intake was working. Let's just say that.
Groons ingredients have so many benefits. They're going to help your gut health, your beauty, energy, immunity, recovery, and it has cognition benefits as well. Groons is also more bioavailable in gummy form, which is so nice. I love a gummy. I love a gummy with benefits. So the ability of Groons to be absorbed and used by your body is greater, which will help you achieve your target nutrient levels. Groons ingredients are backed by over 35,000 research publications. We absolutely love them. So visit groons.co and use code WHATWESAID at checkout for up to 52% off your first order. That is gruns.co and use code WHATWESAID for up to 52% off your first order. Okay, moving on from me getting heated. I'm sorry. It comes out every once in a while.
We turn the AC on. We're cooled down. Hi, mamas. Okay, first of all, I love y'all so much. You've truly helped raise me and my friends. We went to your last live show in LA and fangirled so hard. Thank you guys for being you. So for the past 5 months, I've been in a friends with benefit type of relationship with this guy. He's sometimes problematic. Okay, amazing. And there are moments we really don't mesh, but other times he is sweet and fun and so sexy it drives me crazy. Okay, wow.
Okay. Whoa, book talk. Okay.
Probably the hottest man I've ever met, and it makes it so much worse. Recently, he prompted me to think about what we are, and so I took a shot and told him I had feelings and proceeded.
Like you took a shot of alcohol or you just like took
your
shot in the dark?
Took a shot in the dark.
Okay.
And I told him I had feelings and proceeded to get shut down because he says he's not ready to be in a relationship. Ugh. That hurts. I listened to his side and told him we should just be friends. Since then, he hasn't made any effort to spend time with me and only reaches out when he needs a favor. It hurts my feelings, but I still can't fight the urge to want to be around him. We go to the same small college, so I see him all the time and it's hard to avoid him, so no contact is impossible. There has been a couple slip-ups recently between us where we end up in bed together.
Slip-ups.
I fell in his bed, okay. Between us where we end up in bed together, but I know that there is no future for us because he has his mind set on being single. I am really happy single also. I have amazing friends and my life feels so full, but after months, I still think about him way too much. I am on my last year of school. I'm in the mindset of enjoying everything while it lasts and just having fun, but also feeling like I want more from him. Girl, it feels like if he wanted me as much as I want him, he would be doing so much more. And I hate feeling like I'm chasing, but I'm having way too much trouble letting go. A part of me thinks if I tell him how I really feel about him, he might change his mind, but I also know it's really unlikely. I'd love some tips on how to let this man go because he is so in my head and the signs are pointing to the fact that it's not meant to be. Or should I just lean into the delusion and confess all my feelings for the plot? Let me know what y'all think. Love you ladies and all you bring to the world, girl.
No, nothing you say is going to change what.
No.
It's not going to change him or
if
his
you're going to
actions.
tell him how you feel, it's only for you to get off your chest. Mm-hmm. I think you should go to him, have a movie moment, be like, listen, say goodbye to this sweet ass because I'm over it, okay? I have feelings for you. I want to be more. I want to be in a relationship, but I know where your boundaries. You said you want to be single and that's totally fine. But I just need to let you know how I feel because if I don't, it'll drive me crazy. And then it's goodbye. and then be like, I love you. Goodbye.
Oh, I love you. Wow, okay.
She loves him. She's in love with him. She's like, if I tell him I feel, girl, you already tried that.
Yeah, no, nothing's going to change his actions.
You got to let it go. You got to tell him and let it go and get the ick for him.
You could just like keep hooking up with him or like hanging out just for fun. But
it's not for fun because she's getting involved.
But while you're doing that, start talking to someone else and like get that prepped and ready. And then start falling for
No, that's
them.
going to make her like him even more. Going to someone else and she's just going to be like, I wish it was him. You got to cut it off. Like the feelings are growing. You've proven to yourself you are not responsible enough to be around him because you're in love with him.
You've lost your privileges.
And the feelings are going to grow. They're just going to keep growing. The more he doesn't want you, the more you're dating other people and still talking to him, you have to cut it off.
Yeah.
You have to tell him how you feel and let it go and like literally go do a ritual in the forest and light something on fire that says like my feelings for him and yell into the forest that you love him and leave.
No more slip ups. That's the problem. We can't be.
No. You're hurting your own feelings. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like if you didn't care, go for it. But you are hurting your own feelings by continuing on.
Definitely.
You're getting more and more attached and it's going to hurt even worse.
You just need to subconsciously, like it needs to be a mindset shift. Because she said she's still going to see him all the time because they go to a small college and like no contact is not an issue or not an option. So you need some sort of mindset shift. Would definitely recommend attempting to get the ick for him, thinking of all his worst qualities. Could be helpful.
Yeah. And you have to, maybe he is in love with you. Maybe he's just a playboy and maybe he needs to come around. But you'll never know that unless you cut him off. Like you only have one option at this point, and it's to cut him off completely and say goodbye and actually detach from him. That's actually your only option. There's no advice. That's the only thing you can do.
I agree. Okay, hi mamas. I've been following JC since her travel blogger era. I'm obsessed with you both and the pod. Let's just say I have a little Kendall Jenner moment. Unfortunately, one of my best friends tends to copy every single thing I do. I'm talking little things like becoming obsessed with matching workout sets and becoming obsessed with the same restaurants as me, but also talking large life events. I got a new car and a few months later, she went out and bought the exact same one.
Oh.
Not me with you.
I'm like,
you wrote this in.
Like so weird.
I thought this was so cute that we were having a matching bestie moment, but to this day, she has never acknowledged that we have the same car or that I inspired her. Every time I've mentioned something about it, she changes the subject and moves on. I told her my then fiance, now husband, and I were looking to buy a house, and within days, she had purchased a house that... Mama.
What?
Okay. She had purchased a house that I had previously saved and sent her, but she hadn't mentioned that her and her boyfriend were looking for houses.
She bought that house within days?
How rich is she?
Within days?
She bought my exact same cat, dyed her hair to match mine, buys clothes she knows I have, started content creating. She even bought my exact signature earring stack, all without ever acknowledging that it's coming from me. At this point, I feel like I cannot tell her a single thing about my life because she'll either rush to do it before me or copy whatever I do without acknowledgement. Like I said, at first I thought these were cute bestie moments, but then I noticed this pattern and thought, well, she's copying me, but I'm always a step ahead, so I'm going to stay unbothered. But now I can't help but think that she's not my friend at all. Either that or she's in love with me, lol. It's a sticky situation because when I'm not focusing on her copying my every move and entire personality, we have so much fun together and are the best of friends. Ladies, please help. Your friendship is amazing and I need to know what you would do in this situation. Here's the thing. There are people like this in life who are like kind of like leeches where I don't know what the science is behind it.
They have no sense of self.
Yes, they have no sense of their own self, their own desires, their own personality, their own hobbies. And so they leech onto someone else and start essentially copying like all this stuff that you were saying. I mean, the house is the craziest thing I've ever heard. But it's like, the thing is that they move, like if they get sick of doing it to you or if you're not friends anymore, they'll like move on to the next person. And it's weird. I feel like it's like I don't know what it is, but I have met multiple people like this in my life where it's like they go so hard and you can just tell they're like leeching onto someone else for inspiration, but to a degree that's like they have to model everything they do off of someone else because they don't have their own like sense of self or creative ideas.
Yeah.
And so they literally leech onto, a lot of times like it is one person and they'll leech onto them for a while. And then like 5 years down the road, it'll be someone else and they'll start to like copy someone else's whole life.
Yeah.
I wish I could talk more about this, but
I know.
I will get in trouble in my personal life, unfortunately.
I'm screaming. No, it's very true. I don't know what you do about it though. Like, because if it's your friend and you want to be friends with her, then you just got to deal with it. But if you don't want to be friends with her anymore, then you just got to cut her off.
This is obviously not your best friend.
No.
That's not your best friend if they're acting like that. And it's like not a quality that you want in someone that's so close to you. Like that is indicative of bigger issues to me. Like the no sense of self.
Yeah.
Like I feel like the common denominator in all of my strongest friendships is that person is so themselves. Like they have their own identity. And it's like any type of like copying or matching is like so surface level. It's not like it's like, you're trying to steal my whole identity. It's like you have your own stuff that you're interested in. Like all of my friends and I, we have like our own niche, like personalities and hobbies and interests. And even if we do some of the same things, it's not like, oh, you're copying and pasting my whole life. Because it's like, we're just our own people.
Yeah.
And we have different preferences as well. But when someone starts to do this, to me, it's like indicative of a different thing.
Yeah, like a personality thing.
Yes, like you don't have your own sense of identity, and that's scary. That's like, I don't want to be around for that, because that has more consequences than just you copying my house and my car. Like you're gonna start being weird in other ways.
That's crazy. I forgot that she bought in the last 10 minutes. I forgot she bought a house within days.
That's the craziest thing I've ever heard.
That you saved her. Yeah. I really want to see the evidence. Like I really want to, because I will say sometimes people with the copying allegations, not you, you're always correct, but sometimes people with the copying allegations, like when you're looking at it, you're like, well, is it copying, or are you just a trendy person and they're also a trendy person?
Right. Totally.
Like, let me see is it so individualistic? Is it so unique? Is it so crazy? Like, again, I'm not victim blaming her. Okay. I'm just, in general, not about this specific girl. In general, with the copying allegations, sometimes, especially when it's like, oh, this friend like is doing everything I do, sometimes I need to see the evidence.
I understand that. I feel like it's more of like the...
And if the evidence is like, you'll know. If you see, you're like, they're scary. And then sometimes it's like, well, I think they just like matching workouts. So does every other girl in their 20s, you know?
Right. Because if you yourself are like feeling insecure, you also can, like, what you notice can compound and like expound. So if you start to be like, I think they're copying me, then like you're going to see that all the time, and you're going to be searching for reasons why they are, you know what I mean? So I agree with that. And I feel like even like the trendy thing, it's like, okay, does she like workout sets, or, you know, do we kind of all like matching workout sets?
Is there only 2 houses for sale nearby? You know?
I get that. I think where this girl has, just from reading it, where she has validity, is like that feeling of when someone is constantly doing something and not giving you any credit. That feels weird to me. It's like if I feel like if I was to influence my friend to get something, like if someone else, if we were like in a group and someone was like, oh, I love your, I can't even think.
House.
Like, no, like I'm trying to think of something simple, like I love your earrings. And if like you told me to get them or something like that, I feel like that's something that I would say.
Yes.
Like I'd be like, oh, thanks, Chelsea picked them out for me. If you were there, you know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't just be like, thanks, I got them. It's like, well, give credit where credit's due.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
Not every 5 seconds, but I'm just saying, it's like, it's a weird thing to just like almost
like hidden.
Yeah, it's like hidden. It's
yeah,
like,
you're being
I did
sneaky
this.
about it.
And it's again because of the lack of self identity. So they want to take credit because it's like, yeah, I'm unique.
That's
when
true.
it's like, just give credit to your friend.
If you feel like they're being sneaky.
Yeah.
That's very true. Bye-bye, friend.
See ya. She's not your bestie. I am so excited about this sponsor. I know so many people who love ButcherBox and who have totally influenced me. This is so nice for obviously just cooking for yourself, for your family, but also if you're cooking for guests, like if you have a little weekend dinner planned or something, ButcherBox is going to send you meat that you can trust with no antibiotics, no added hormones. And you don't have to go to the meat aisle and like, you know, be sifting through, seeing what you want. ButcherBox delivers over 100 premium protein choices straight to your door. So they have like 100% grass-fed beef, free-range organic chicken, pork-raised crate-free, and wild-caught seafood. For nearly a decade, ButcherBox has led the industry with meat and seafood that is antibiotic-free, hormone-free, and independently verified. It's a cleaner, more trustworthy version of what you'd find at the grocery store, and it's delivered right to your door, which is just best case scenario. Every product also meets the same standards that they have, and they're very rigorous. So whether it's filet mignon or chicken nuggets, you can find something that you love, and they offer either curated or fully customized plans that fit your needs and your schedule.
And as a certified B Corp, Butcher Box is committed to high standards, from how the animals are raised to how their team supports workers and reduces environmental impact. Plus, every box ships free always and includes member-only perks like recipe inspo, tips, and exclusive deals to help you make the most of every meal. So as an exclusive offer, our listeners can get free steak in every box for a year, plus $20 off your first box when you go to butcherbox.com/whatwesaid. That's right, your choice of filet mignon, New York strip, or ribeye in every box for an entire year, plus $20 off your first box and free shipping always. That's butcherbox.com/whatwesaid. Don't forget to use our link so they know that we sent you. JC and I have been talking about getting back into our hosting era. We're ready for a Martha Stewart season. And with that comes, gathering a couple more hosting cozy items, whether it's for storing my hosting stuff or new linens, new sheets, maybe new serveware or cookware, and of course, holiday decor. And that is why we love Wayfair. And Wayfair's Black Friday sale is the perfect time to score huge deals on all things home, no matter what your style is. Wayfair is the place to shop for all things home. So sofas, spatulas, you name it, they have everything in between. And you can get up to 70% off during Wayfair's Black Friday sale. Also, you can earn rewards and get the best savings in the neighborhood with Wayfair's new loyalty program. 5% back on every item across Wayfair's family of brands, free shipping, members-only deals, and more. Terms do apply. I love Wayfair. Every time I've ordered from them, the shipping process is so smooth and so convenient, which makes doing a little home refresh or changing out some furniture so much easier because it's already such a pain to move big furniture around, get new ones, all of that. And Wayfair makes it so easy, affordable, and just, you can get what you want.
They literally have anything you can imagine. They have like appliances, tons of home goods, area rugs, beds, wall art. They have stuff for your living room, for your outdoor spaces, for your bedroom. Truly, they have the smallest of things and the biggest of things. And something that sets Wayfair apart is they have fast and free shipping, even on the big stuff. They will even help you set it up. This is really, really nice. I do feel like Wayfair's shipping is the most convenient. And sometimes with these home things, they can take forever to ship to you, and you have to set up a whole delivery, and they just make it very, very easy. So don't miss out on early Black Friday deals. Head to wayfair.com now to shop Wayfair's Black Friday deals for up to 70% off. That is WAYFAIR.com. Sale ends December 7th.
You guys know we love romanticizing our life, making little mundane moments feel magical and luxurious. And let me tell you how you are going to elevate your laundry routine, okay? You need laundry sauce. You guys may have seen this brand on social media. I feel like it's really popping off right now. A ton of my friends use it, and I have been influenced. So they have everything to really elevate your whole laundry experience. They have premium detergent pods, scent boosters, dryer sheets, and more, all designed to infuse your laundry with high-end fragrance, fight stains, and make every load feel effortlessly elevated. We have been using the Italian bergamot scent on our laundry, and it smells so incredibly good and fresh. But I'm really excited because they now have their Himalayan cashmere, which is their first ever hypoallergenic fragrance. This is created to be gentle on even the most sensitive skin, which we love in our household. It's like a soft blend of florals, pear, warm amber, and then they have creamy sandalwood and some Himalayan musk in there to bring a sense of cozy. Basically, they want it to feel like you're slipping into the perfect cashmere sweater by the fire. And say less, that literally sounds like the ideal situation this cozy season. Also, it's amazing because laundry sauce isn't just about smelling incredible. It also is engineered for performance. So they're going to revive fabrics, make your favorite pieces look and feel brand new. I feel like sometimes if you're not using great laundry detergent or products, it can kind of make your clothes feel dingy. And this is going to upgrade everything, which we love. Like I said, they have fabric softener, dryer sheets, scent booster, fabric fresher spray. You will have everything you need to transform your whole laundry experience. They also offer a money-back guarantee if you do not like it. So this holiday season, turn your routine into a ritual with laundry sauce. During our Black Friday, Cyber Monday signature sale, you will save up to 40%, get $75 in free gifts and free shipping at laundrysauce.com. It's the perfect time to treat yourself or gift the world's most luxurious detergent to someone you love.
Hi, ladies. Love the pod, and you both always make my day brighter. I could really use some big sister advice. My husband is the oldest of 3, but was the last to get married. His siblings both got married in summer 2022, and we got married spring 2023. We're all close in age, and no one's really talked seriously about kids. It's always been more of a joking topic, and the last I heard, everyone was still on birth control. Over the past year, though, I've been feeling really baby hungry, with those feelings being super strong over the last month. My husband and I talked and agreed the next year would be a great time to start trying, which made me so excited. Part of that excitement was also thinking we might have the first baby on his side of the family since he's the oldest. I'm the youngest in my family and already have nieces and nephews. His siblings are still in school while we've both graduated and are working, so it just seemed very likely. But recently, his younger brother and wife announced they're pregnant, and I was crushed. When they announced their pregnancy, I did everything I could to show them I was happy for them and not take away from this exciting time. I'm truly happy for them, but I can't help feeling like that unique first baby experience was taken away. I know it's not a competition, but I had my hopes up, so it stings, and that's on me. I also know I'll be okay once the initial shock wears off, but right now it's hard to imagine being around the family as the pregnancy becomes the focus. How do I move forward with these feelings without letting them take away from my joy for them? Okay, so you haven't started trying yet, right? Did I read that correctly? Like they were going to try next year.
Yeah.
And she was just wanting it to be like the first because he's the oldest.
And that's kind of what she was picturing. And then obviously it's not happening.
Yeah, it's
now.
always crushing when you have a big thing in mind of how something's going to go. And it's like you almost feel like it's locked in for you. And then when it gets turned upside down, that is a horrible feeling. So you're allowed to feel crushed about it. You're allowed to be like, gosh dang, like this reality that I wanted so badly is now not going to happen. And I think you're doing great. I think you're letting yourself feel the feelings and just be like, it's okay to be selfish sometimes. It's okay to be like, dang, I really wanted us to have that focus. Like I really wanted us to have that moment of like, we're the oldest. And so we get to have the oldest grandchild. You know, it's okay to have those feelings.
I feel like
it'll wear off.
It's like she said, once the initial shock wears off, you'll be totally fine. I can picture like moments that I've had similar mine's like a different experience with infertility, but like so many people getting pregnant when I couldn't and just feeling like that crushing feeling of like, and then now it's just like that chapter of life is over. You know what I mean? Yeah. And like, that's no longer something I even like think about. Yeah. I'm saying like that crushing feeling. I don't feel that anymore in that way. So I feel like totally once the shock wears off, like give yourself a year. And then once you do get pregnant or have your own kids, like that this will be like such a distant memory, I feel like.
Yeah.
I feel like it is very valid. Like we all have things that we think, even though they are expectations and we shouldn't necessarily have them, like we all do. It's like just little things where you're like, oh, I can picture this going this way. This would be so fun. And then it doesn't happen like that. And it's frustrating. So yeah, I think it's perfectly fine. But you seem self-aware because you even said like, I know it's on me. Like it's just like an expectation I had. So I think you're going to be just fine because of your self-awareness. And I think that, once it wears off, give yourself a few months, give yourself a year, and you probably won't even care.
This is kind of relevant, but I have been on the side of TikTok recently of edits of the art of losing and the importance of losing and failing and like disappointment. And they're so motivating. And it's like these clips of these people who have like these athletes who are like when they lose the Super Bowl and they're walking away, it's a different color confetti. You know, like it's these moments where they lose like this huge thing or something. And it's always like this inspirational, motivational talk behind it. Like you've got to fail. You got to have disappointment. You got to whatever. But I've really been thinking about how important and how if you lean into every life experience that you have, whether it is joy, unexpected happiness, unexpected success, you also lean into the unexpected lows, the unexpected disappointments, the unexpected failures of like, for this is like there's things in life where it's like, oh, I had this huge plan for my life. I had this reality in my head that was, seemed like it was mine already. And I felt like I deserved that. And now it's been taken away and it's so frustrating because it can't be changed. It can't be undone. Like they now have the first grandkid. Like that's not something I can even change. It's extremely frustrating. I think leaning into those feelings and leaning into like you have to go through experiences like that in life in order to get the most out of life. Like you really just have to. And you're going to probably have more disappointments than you are expecting. And you'll probably get, and the most disappointing thing about disappointments is usually they happen when you least expect them.
Yeah,
and it makes it even, when you're not prepared, and it makes it even more sad and just disappointing and frustrating. But I feel like when you just lean into it and you let yourself be frustrated, you let yourself be disappointed, but also knowing that you have to go through these experiences to like get on the other side. Like you just have to go through it. You have to. There's no jumping over it. It's just you have to go through it. And again, that's like very like extreme and dramatic for this situation, I feel like. But I just know that those feelings are very real. So
I agree. I do think you just have to lean into it and let yourself. Because like the worst thing to do is pretend that you're not disappointed.
It's going to be there. Like the feeling's going to be there if you keep pushing it down. Like it's only going to be in you still. Like you have to let it out. You have to feel it.
Yeah. But I also do think in these circumstances, and again, I think you're aware enough to understand this, the girl who wrote in, like it also is no one else's problem. So you don't want to project onto them like your disappointment because like that's not their problem.
Feeling
like, that's
something.
a you thing. So it's like you need to be like, I'm going to feel this. I'm going to maybe journal, maybe like vent to my husband or whatever, but I'm not going to like bring this into their life.
Exactly.
Like that's none of my business.
No, exactly. And I feel like that actually is a very good clarification of when you are disappointed or when you are feeling, a certain way about something, especially when it has to do with someone else getting a job or getting pregnant or whatever, you have to understand like it's a very big lesson to understand that it is not anybody else's problem and that it's you alone and like taking the responsibility and the accountability for your own feelings and not making it other people's problem, because that is not somebody anyone wants to be around. For sure. If you're making all of your own problems everybody else's problem when it has nothing to do with their journey.
Right.
Not to say you can't tell people how you feel, but when I'm saying like you have to go through it, like you have to feel it, talk, follow the proper, venting situations, maybe to your husband or whatever. But like, you don't go to the family and like gossip about them behind their back. Like I wanted to be the first, because that's just like, that's not going to help you. By the way. And that's not going to make you feel better either. Yeah.
Yeah. I think she understands
Not that she would. Not that she would.
I don't
but
think
just using as an example.
I agree. Okay. Last one. My husband and I have been together in total for 8 years, married for 2. We're 26 and 27. Lately, I've been feeling like I'm in a rut and like we're just roommates. I brought it up to him and he got really defensive and sad that I feel that way. I tried to tell him it was not his fault. It was just a feeling that I've had for about a month now. We just do the same thing every day after work. TV, phones, then bed. And he gets up before me. And so he always wants to go to bed before me too, which is understandable, but also quite annoying. We went out to dinner the other night and I wanted to stay out for drinks after or just have a little more fun outside of the house with him, but he wanted to go home and go to bed because he was tired. Then got upset that I didn't think it was enough. Like I had a fine time, but it just wasn't much different than eating dinner at home. Plus the restaurant was literally 7 minutes down the road, nothing really special. It's not like I don't enjoy spending time with him because I do. He's my best friend. I just feel a bit bored. So my question is it a me problem? Do I just need to get out of the rut myself? Because he doesn't think anything is wrong. He was actually shocked that I brought it up. He doesn't really like to play games or puzzles either. So niche. I know he works hard and I do too. So I get that we are both tired people, but is it too much to ask to make something different like once every other week at least? Thanks, ladies. You two are like the big sisters I never had.
He doesn't like to play games or puzzles. It's killing me. Wait, what was the last part?
She said, I get that we're both tired people. She said he works hard. I do too. I get we're both tired, but is it too much to ask to make something different like once every other week? I think she's saying like switch it up. Yeah.
Gotcha.
This is hard because I feel like both people have to be on board for like spicing things up or change. Like that's the frustrating part about this situation that you're writing in is like, he doesn't think anything's wrong. He's like, what? Like everything's fine. I think that you're right. He's wrong. No, I think that he needs to understand that if there's a problem to you, then there's a problem.
Yeah, I was going to say it's in a relationship, it's never really a me problem, because if it's a me problem, then it's both of our problems.
Yes. It's like if you're not feeling connected to him, you feel like your roommates, like he should care about that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like that's what's hard is you can't force someone to care. And that's that's frustrating. Like as I'm reading this, I'm like, that's because I feel like it's a two-way street. Like if, like you said, he doesn't feel like anything wrong and he's shocked, that's okay. That's valid. He can feel that way, but he also needs to understand that that he needs to maybe put more effort in. he needs to be willing to like, yeah, let's whatever, you know, like on his side, like I can see if he's like, okay, let's go out for dinner, and he does that, and then he feels like you're still like, well, that wasn't enough. Like I can understand him being frustrated by that if he's like, well, we went out to dinner and like I would try to like switch it up, and then instead, yeah, whatever. I will say, first off the top, like it does have to be a two-way street. It does have to be a commitment between two of you to switch it up, whatever. But also, the TV, phones, and bed, like I feel like that just blocks so much connection. And I'm saying that from personal experience. It's not like we always are off technology, but like that is something that I feel like both of you need to commit to, is like, even just on the weekends, be like, and this is something you could bring up to him, be like, I feel like just like our technology, like we just watch TV and then we get in our bed and we're just on our phones and then we fall asleep. Like I feel like I'm not even like conversing with you, having connection. Like we work all day and then that's what we do. So how can we expect to be close if like that's our routine?
Yeah.
And bringing that up, it's going to be hard if he's not receptive to that. Like I literally don't know what to say. If he's just like, well, I don't care, then it's like, okay, then literally I don't know what to say. But I feel like that is a very valid thing to bring up, is like the technology thing, and be like, I really want to like have like a phone free dinner.
That's a great place to start. Yeah.
Yeah. Just like phone free dinner. And when we get home, I would love to, again, I don't know exactly what activity you guys like both enjoy doing. If he doesn't like games, I'm trying to think of something else, but I also think it's fun to go on like double dates or like go on friend things with your partner, because you see them in a different environment and it like switches it up. To me, like that's something that Leif and I love to do, is like going out with couple friends. Not always, like we like to do our own thing too sometimes, but I feel like that's also a fun dynamic. You know what I mean? To like see your partner in like different situations. I feel like that also spices things up and like is fun, because it's not just like you guys going to the same restaurant, talking about the same things, going home, being on your phones. It's like a different vibe.
I agree with that. I feel like I do understand how the tired thing actually comes into play a lot more than when you get older than before. And I think it's like a block that, because I've literally had this thought of like, when I'm so tired, especially when I was like breastfeeding and I would have to get up multiple times at night, and like I'm just thinking of sleep. I'm literally thinking of rest, sleep, tiredness. And I feel like but the thing is I would get on my phone or I'd watch TV because I feel like that would help me rest. But the thing is that it doesn't really, like, yeah, it helps you numb your mind a little bit, but you kind of have to push through the initial, oh, this is going to take energy. Because I feel like that's sometimes what it is. It's not even that you don't want to connect with someone, but it's like, I'm tired and I don't want to like put energy into this, into anything right now. Like I want to turn off. I want to completely turn off. But I feel like once you start to like, okay, I'm going to just let's not watch TV tonight. Let's not get on our phones. Let's like sit and, I don't know. You said he doesn't like crossword puzzles. Actually, it's coming. I was going to be like, do a crossword puzzle together, but you're screwed. No. Yeah. But like doing something and literally speak, babe, try one time. Yeah. Like, let's just try tonight. You know, sometimes people need, especially what I'm saying is if he is so tired, like that is a very valid thing. And sometimes it's like, you're there for your partner, vice versa. Like Nick has done that for me, where it's like, I'm tired. And he's like, come on, let's try. Like, yeah, let's just, see how it goes. And if you're too tired, we can, go to bed or whatever. Because that's what you're there for, like to support as well in sickness and health and tiredness and in energy. Yeah. So try and get him to get something going that night. Like, hey, let's just sit and play this little game that I saw on TikTok where we like go back and forth and say something. I know you don't like games, but like just try it out. And then you might just start chatting and talking. And then it'll be like, oh yeah, maybe we stayed up 30 minutes later than usual, but I'm really happy we did that. And I feel more, full. Yeah. And even going, like trying something new for dinner or going to a different restaurant than you usually go to, like, I just don't think those things are too much to ask. And that's why I'm hesitant with this man in general, just because he seems to be giving very like low effort. You know what I mean? Like just because I don't know. I get it. I get this whole situation, for one. But I'm just saying, like, yeah. I think the problem is going to lie in his reaction to you, like, trying to, like, do more things. And if he's just literally not down, then, like, I don't know what to say. Yeah, if this is a constant. This is, like, a stage where it's like, oh, something's, like, we're just like, tired and we're going. And he's, like that is different than this is a theme throughout the entire relationship.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
definitely a difference.
I feel like something else is like kind of pouring into each other. Like, I mean, this would be really selfless of you, but even if he's like, well, I'm tired, you could be like, oh, like, can I give you a massage? And we can like, you know what I mean? Like something where it's like, well, let me do something for you then. If like you're so tired, like pouring into each other, I feel like is important, because I feel like the more selfless you are, like the more selfless your partner is as well, because I don't know. I feel like a lot of times like they match your energy in that way, hopefully. Well, where it's like if you're like, what can I do for you? Like, how can I help in this way? Like if Leif is doing that for me, I'm feeling much more inclined to also do the same thing for him and vice versa. You know what I mean?
100%.
If he's like, I made you breakfast this morning and like, how can I help with this? It's like immediately I'm more inclined to be like that night, be like,
yeah,
can I do this for you? Or like, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? It's just because it's like, oh, we're both giving that energy. Whereas if we're both feeling disconnected, like we're not doing that much for each other, we're always on our phones, it's like, well,
yeah,
I'm not feeling inclined to like connect with you in that way. You know what I mean?
If you're not making an effort to.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's complicated. I feel like, did she say they have kids or not yet? Ooh, just wait. I'm just kidding.
Hey, it's rough now.
Ooh, we're 26 and 27. Ooh, wait till your 30s, mama. I'm kidding. I hate when people say just wait. So I won't be that person. But I do think that if you do plan to have kids, this is something to like work on now for sure. Because it not to say just wait, but it will only get more difficult.
Yeah, I'm wondering if this is a boring man in general. Like he's just boring and that's why you fell in love with him. But now you're seeing like, wait, no, like he's a very serious, if he doesn't like games or puzzles, like he's just very serious and very, not boring, but like has different interests.
Yeah.
And if that's something now you're like, wait, I don't know if I like
We're
that.
Like
or
not
if
compatible maybe.
Yeah, again, if it's like a stage you're in. Because I feel like that there is a difference.
There is, and it really is an effort thing though. It's like if he's just not willing to ever do anything that you want to do, then it's like, well, that's an issue.
Yeah.
Like you should both be willing, here and there to like lean into each other's hobbies and like spice it up. Otherwise it is going to be boring, you know? Okay, well, thank you guys so much for writing in your advice. Hopefully we gave you something. Make sure to follow us on Instagram, on TikTok if you want. If you want to watch us on YouTube, you want to see videos, just look up What We Said podcast. We're everywhere and anywhere. We love you guys so much. And
that's what we said. Goodbye.
Bye.